Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at from the Transformers Earthrise line, Wave 3. This is a Trailbreaker. Now, Trailbreaker is going to look a little bit different than what you would normally get because I do have right here on top the bonus accessory, his little radar dish that came in the accessory pack, which I will be doing a full review of in some time. But I figured since I had the figure now, let's pop it out, and it just simply pegs right in on the top, and it's a dish. Thankfully, though, there are holes in the rear wheels that you can store the weapon. Now, I don't really think I'll be keeping the radar dish with Trailbreaker all that much, just because it was a one and done accessory, and frankly I don't think it's rather color accurate to the show, but it is what it is. Now, Trailbreaker is a repaint retool of the previously released Wave 1 hoist. So we will be taking a look at that figure with Trailbreaker once we get him into robot mode. So we're gonna, the figure rolls quite nicely. If you liked the hoist mold, you'll like Trailbreaker. If you didn't like hoist, you probably won't like Trailbreaker, even though there are a couple new and interesting things. So we're going to take a look at them right now. For the ease of transformation, I went ahead and removed the radar dish and weapon, but you can leave them attached. I just found it to be a little bit easier. Transformation is fairly similar to hoist. It's when you get to this back section that things get a little bit different. So to start off, let's pull out and detach, unpeg the front arms there, and bring up this front end, which will free everything up. And then come around to the back here. You want to open up the panels here on the side just a little, because the legs do peg in two places on the side and then directly underneath that rear section. Now, let me bring this piece down. You want to sort of friction it into place, this red section right here. Now, I do want to say that going into vehicle mode, what I recommend doing is folding the legs up like this and then bringing them forward, which gives you enough finger clearance to come in and make sure you press that red section into place and get it to snap into place. I just find it being a little bit easier. And then, of course, you can go ahead and rotate the legs into their proper position. So here they are down and around like so. You can then unpeg the bottom part of the leg, rotate it around, and peg it into place. So now you have some hybrid Diaclone Gerwalk leg action. Keeping that piece up, come in, and you can, what I would do is rotate the rest of the arms down, freeing them up, that you can then swing them out to the side. They do peg into the back there, so just be mindful of that. And here you're starting to have the robot mode come together. Coming around, flip this front section down, and you want to make sure you really peg it in good and frictions into place. Rotate these panels up and around, bring the arms down, and rotate them so the fists are facing forward. And now we come to the back. What you want to do with this red hinge piece is, when going into robot mode and vehicle mode, the easiest position so you can rotate the head is to have it flat out just like that. Come in, rotate Trailbreaker's head up and around, and then what you'll do is you'll collapse it up so that red hinge sits up behind the head, and then the back section here will peg into the back. Now, you can then one of two things. First, the shield comes detached in the packaging, and it can be used as a arm weapon of sorts, but it is really just meant to be ported onto the back here and hinge downward, so you can flip out the shoulder weapons, the little shoulder blaster, and its hologram projection device. And presto changeo, there you have Trailbreaker in its robot mode. Some of the joints tend to be a little floppier than on hoist. Some of them tend to be a little bit tighter. Let's go ahead and add the hand weapon here. Goes on quite nicely, and just so I don't lose it, let's peg the radar dish into the back. In robot mode, we bring in hoist here. You can see a lot of the similarities and differences. The chest section is very similar, and it's pretty much, I think, the same piece. Let me just make sure I have that pegged in right. Just like so. The heads are obviously different, and of course Trailbreaker has the animation accurate head, which means at some point we'll probably see a Diaclone repaint with the toy head, and with Hoist we'll probably see a repaint that used that toy head as well, since I think it was released in Diaclone. Interestingly enough, they have that same over-the-shoulder piece here, which be lights on Hoist and on Trailbreaker. I think it's the hologram projector. The back is obviously different, whereas Hoist had that fold-out arms lock system that you can, hook to vehicles and his fins. Trailbreaker just has that straight backpack. But other than that, the waist is the same, coming down. The legs and hips, all that stuff are the same. So, you are getting a different figure done in black. I actually think the black suits the character more than, say, Hoist. I think it just makes him look a little less bulky, a little more svelte, if that makes sense. And of course, the hand weapons are different. So, yeah, fun looking figures. I think it's a great addition. So, we will be back with my final thoughts. After these messages, we'll be right back. Any fans of ABC Saturday Morning? So, yeah, I kind of dig Trailbreaker. I actually think I like the mold better here than with Hoist. And if you too like this figure and want to pick it up, really not sure what to tell you. I got this off of Amazon.com. It was a pre-order. It was supposed to be in earlier this month, then went to, we don't know when you're going to get it, to now. I actually got it before the rest of the Wave 3 figures who actually had delivery dates. So, yeah, and unfortunately, as of this recording, the figure is out of stock. But of course, you can check other retailers such as Big Bad Toy Store, Hasbro Pulse, TF Source, or, eBay if you want to pay a ginormous markup, which I hope you don't. Like I said in the beginning, if you like Hoist, you'll like Trailbreaker. If you don't like Hoist in the mold, then there's really nothing new here on Trailbreaker that's going to change your mind. So this is your old pal Chuck. Thank you so much for watching. If you really like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Well, I always appreciate the views. The liking, commenting, and subscribing sends little algorithmic messages to YouTube that, hey, this is a channel we should promote and a video we should push. If you really want to help support my channel, there's going to be a little card here in the corner and a link in the description to my Patreon. All I ask for is $1 a month. No tiers, no thrills, no special bonuses. All you're doing is helping me bring content like this to you. And new things like my new light box, which I think is working out quite well. So, that's about it. For Trailbreaker, we will see you next time.